Hello everybody. Good evening. This is Kim with Kim's Creations and Card Ministry. I am doing a pre-recorded video right now. Today is just saw a call failed on my showed up on my watch. I looked up to see what time it is. Today is Tuesday, October the 15th, 2024. It is 8:05 Eastern PM in the evening. I've just pulled up my Facebook page here for my card ministry, Kim's Creations and Card Ministry. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but I do other paper crafting things. Enjoy anything to do with paper crafting. But I started off many years ago doing scrapbooking, before scrapbooking became a thing and was actually scrapbooking. It's kind of cool. I wish I kind of had kept some of those albums that I had done in those old magnetic folders that they were in. But anyway, and then I kind of veered over into making cards, and I didn't hear about Stampin' Up! Until, I don't know, about 7 years ago. And just decided to become a demonstrator a couple of years ago. So anyway, today I'm going to show you a few cards I've made. And just recently, because I haven't done a lot, I'm not lying. There's been a lot going on in my life, so I haven't done a lot with my card ministry or with any of my art. But I did go on a retreat last weekend, so it kind of pushed me to get back into my card making. And I've got some trading cards, artistic trading cards that are due the end of this week. So I'm trying to get those finished up. So I have kind of started. I sort of know what I'm doing. I just need to do it. But anyway, so this is my Facebook page. So you can find it. Let's see if I don't think it'll let me zoom into it. But Kim's, K-I-M''S, Creations and Card Ministry. And then the best way for you to reach me would probably be by texting me on my cell phone. See, 864-752-5688. You can text me, or you can email me at kimscreations.cards@gmail.com. Again, I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so you can look for me in the on their website if you need a demonstrator. And the last day, this is the last day to use my host code S2P6FK6V. Oh, and here is Ivy, come for a visit. So my retreat cards I did for my retreat. So we did swaps. So one of the swaps was a birthday card, and we are trying to use current products. Yes, and Ivy loves my cards. This is Ivy. She's growing up. She's like 10 months old now. So did this cute little birthday card for one of the swaps. This is all current products that you can get now. Ivy, you're gonna have to go get in your box, baby. Go get in your box, Ivy. Ivy, your box is go get in your box. So she doesn't come. All right, you can have that, but you got to get off the table to have it. There you go. I don't know. They seem to sense when you're doing something. I don't know where my other one. I had another one that was an Anything Goes, and I did a fall card, and I don't know where it is right offhand, but I'm probably going to show y'all how I made that one at some point. Then, like, we had a team challenge the other day to do a Halloween card, and again, I used this current little spooky guy. This is called Playful Ghosts. It's an online exclusive. I will let you know that there are going to be some online exclusives coming up soon. It's going to have a really nice Valentine pack in it. There will not be Valentine packs in the spring mini catalog that will be coming out in January. So just a heads up, if you want the Valentine set, you'll want to order this online exclusive one. I think it'll be available for you to order like on November the 5th or something like that. Demonstrators can order it now, although I think parts of it, I don't know if we can order it as a suite. I think parts of it might be on back order. The other card I did was a Christmas card, and I primarily used this Sweetest Star set, and I did a really cool card. This is my design, my idea card. I'm going to share it with you right here in just a second, and I will be doing a video tutorial. So this set comes with a punch, a matching punch to cut out all the little star people. I think they're supposed to be cookies or something. All right, so I did the card in a few different colors. This is the new beige color that's out, and then the green. And I did some red ones, but I think I've given all my red ones away. So I'm going to be making another red one probably when I do the video for this. I hope the light is okay. I made some changes, moving some things around in my house today. I needed to switch out a lamp in my den, and I took one of my lamps from my craft table area to the den. It seems a little dull to me, but I'm here working. But then sometimes when I was here working, I felt like it was too bright and it was like too glary. I'm trying to tilt this light over a little bit. I don't know if that's helping or not. But anyway, so this card has lots of surprises. It's actually more of a gift than just a card. So, and this snowflake, oh, what set did it come out of? Hang on. Excuse my arm. It came out of this iconic imagery set, this little snowflake here. And on this particular card, I also used this little dot splatter. I didn't use it. I ultimately ended up not using it on all the cards. It was a lot. This card, you'll see, it's a lot. And I decided I'd done enough. And these little cute little peppermint candy embellishments are just adorable. So when you open up your card, this one, oh yeah, when you open up the card, so you have a place to put like a gift card or a note or something right there if you want to. It comes with this cute little notepad that I stuck in here. You can pull out the little notepad, and then I put a tab on this pull out card, so you could use that. You could like write a message on it. You could put a picture on the back of it, you know, whatever you wanted to do with that. The user can use it. The recipient could use it as a bookmark if they wanted to. There's also this little tag tucked down at the bottom that somebody could use as a gift tag on a gift. You see, and then the designer paper here is in one of these newer sets that came out. Here comes my girl again. Let's stick my little notepad back in there. I'm hoping she's not going to knock over my water because I've got watercolors out right now. She seems to enjoy walking right through my paints and getting her feet wet. Okay, and then here's the last little surprise. Over here, tucked in the side, we have Mr. Santa, Mrs. Claus, and the little gingerbread man tucked into the side pocket right here. And I did cut this. Is 4 inches instead of 4 1/4. This side of the card, usually they'd be a 4 1/4, but I only cut it at 4 to be sure that there was room for Santa and Mrs. Claus, for them, their little heads poking out, to be able to get it in the envelope, in the regular envelope. Now you might have to put a little extra postage on this if you were going to mail it, because it, you know, it does have a lot of stuff in it, so you might need a little extra postage, but maybe just one of those butterfly stamps. So anyway, so just wanted to share this card with you. Like I said, it was my design card. I'm kind of incorporating things I'm learning from junk journaling and incorporating it into my card making. And then here's the green one. It's the same idea, except it's green. There's your gift card pocket. The little card with the pull tab, your little notepad, little mini notepad that comes out, your tag that comes out, and then the 3 little tags here. You can use them as tags, or you can hang them as little ornaments on the tree. So I was happy with this. Put some time into the design, and then a good bit of time into constructing the cards. But again, you wouldn't send this to everybody. This would be a gift that you would give somebody, especially if you took a gift card in there as well. So be looking in the next couple of weeks. I should be getting a video up on this card, as well as that other one I was telling about I did for fall. I gotta figure out what I did with it, because I used a neat little technique that I hadn't used in a long time on my fall card, and I can share it with you. So today, what I'm trying to do is trying to get my this group that I belong to, that we do artistic trading cards, and I'm trying to get, hang on just a sec, had to put that away so the cat wouldn't get hold of it. Working on my artistic trading cards. I was trying to see, make sure I'm still in the film. And to get those out, the theme for artistic cards was mushrooms. So I kind of know in my head what I want to do with my mushrooms. But, you know, just pulling it all together is a whole new thing. So I've been playing with backgrounds. So this is the first background page I did. And so I did blue and yellow and let it blend together to make the green. And then I let the yellow blend in to make, with the reddish pink to get me some orange. And then the red again with some purple. Actually, I did it this direction. I started with the blue and added the pink and then got the purplish. And then I did this streaky thing with my brush. And the only thing about this is my little artistic trading cards are small. So they look like... Did I stick some in here today? I thought I did. Well, they're the size of a credit card. And so I'm only going to get a couple of the colors. It's not like I'm going to get all the colors. So I decided to rework it and try something else. And so then I came and did one like this. Again, I'm not going to get the green in this one. But I do like, I like both of these a lot, and I will use them for something. It's just not going to be for my mushroom project. Now, the other thing I've been playing with, I've seen several of the people doing junk journals making their own ephemera, their own items to put in their junk journals to decorate them with. I hope Ivy's not bothering y'all. I just don't want her to get hold of my stuff. So I've been playing around. I'm working on getting a fall journal together. And so I took some leaves out of the trees that fell from Hurricane Helene in my mom's backyard. No, Ivy. Ivy, get in your box. No. You want me to squirt you? I'm going to squirt you. Go on. Go. 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 Ivy, go. Don't get water on my stuff. Okay. So, took from the hurricane, and because they were easy to pick up, they were right there by the driveway. Yeah, Mom and Dad, the neighbors' trees fell on the fence and knocked out their power, and they were without power for 10 days. It was rough 10 days for people in their 90s, and for the people caring for them, like me, caring for the people that are in 90s. So I made that leaf. I have a couple. Ivy, no. No, ma'am. You will get in your box, or you get off the table. Here's your box. You can be there, or you get down. No, ma'am. Okay? You can take this back over here in your box. Go over there. I'm afraid she's going to knock my water over on something. I'm going to leave it. Oh, when she sits up here and sits in her box, she's fine. But she's not wanting to sit in her box today. All right, look. You're going to have to sit in the box, or I'm going to close the door, put you out, and I'll close the door. Is that what you want? Okay, I'm going to put you out in the hall. We're going to close the door because you can't be in here. You can't be in here, okay? You're going to have to go. You run on. Go play somewhere else, okay? Go play. Nope. 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 You can't come in. Oh, my goodness. I don't know where Sophie is. Well, Sophie was laying in the den last time I looked. All right, after all that, let me make sure I'm still in the camera, because I have no idea if I moved anything or not. Okay. So I made some leaves. Again, these were just traced around the leaves in Mom's yard. For now, I'm leaving them. I might go in and add some stuff to them. I don't know. And then I played around with some little snails. Here's a snail. I got a couple snails in here. I got some a different color if I can find them. Here's another one, that color. Let me turn my paper this way. And then oh, pumpkins, although, yeah, I got an orange pumpkin somewhere. I'll have to go find my other ones. So I did a pumpkin this color. I thought it turned out really pretty, actually. Kind of liked it. And I've got some flowers, different colored flowers. I know all of these are not fall colors, but I'm trying to decide, do I want to do a Halloween journal or a fall journal, or like a combo? Put a primarily fall, but put a little bit of Halloween stuff in it. But so, and that's kind of cool because it kind of looks like a spider web. I'm just with the doodling, the way I came up with the doodle. And so then I did a spider. I did a couple different spiders. There's another spider web flower, but I hadn't done the spider web part. I guess I'm just not real sure I like the web. Oh, here's my other little snail. He's like orangey. And then I've also done some acorns and some mushrooms. So, I'm not crazy about all my mushrooms. Some of the mushrooms are better than others. I kind of like this one. Thought it turned out kind of cool. And there's this one. Some little leaves. I'll slide this over. Get this over here. Here's a giant mushroom that I'm not crazy about, but I'll probably use it for something. And then I made these funky little tiny mini trees. Some little mini trees. So I was getting my nerve up to work on mushrooms because that's what the theme for my cards are this month. So I was finally started doing the mushrooms. I've showed you a few already. Here's another snail. I think the snails are cute. There's another acorn. So I have lots of acorns and leaves. Oh, here's the other spider. So I had these two spiders designs. I found that one online somewhere. I guess I found both of them online and then kind of tried to figure out how I could draw them. They're not exactly like what they did because I'm not that good. But all of these are done with watercolors. Some of these are done on just copy paper. Like this is copy paper. It's a little bit, and I like this mushroom too. But this is watercolor paper, so it's stiffer. Or it's either watercolor or mixed media. There's another little tree. There's another little mushroom. Now these mushrooms are starting to grow on me a little bit. I like them. Some more leaves. Acorns and leaves. So I've got a lot of stuff here now. I just got to get started on that journal. I've got things collected for it, but I just hadn't done it. And I hear my cat meowing. All right, let me get my other baggie. With the ephemera that I've made. All right, here's another. Now this leaf was huge, and I decided not to do another one this big. So these other ones are the other two I did were these smaller ones, or three actually. I see another one. See how huge that leaf is? A big old leaf. And then here's one this color. Okay, and then here's the orange pumpkins. Got some kind of orangey pumpkins. There's one. The pumpkins turned out okay. Here's a sunflower. I only did one of those. Now, I got this idea from another girl online with the leaf. But then I decided I liked my leaves, my traced leaves better. But I might use that on something. I don't know. Let's see. There's another little flower. Another one of those. Some kind of a... Now, I'd have to draw little antenna on these butterflies. I didn't leave room on my paper to do the antenna, so that wasn't good. I should have thought about that. And here's some good ephemera. Just a little flower I drew. Oh, and the little ghosts. I thought they turned out kind of cute. And here's another one of those that looked like a spider web kind of. Polka dotted leaves. Here's a couple leaves. Here's another spider web flower. Another leaf. Okay, and then I thought my little rose there turned out kind of pretty. I'm not even sure how I did that. I should have done more because I only have that one. And then some tiny tiny, tiny flowers. Okay, so here is what I wanted to show you. I just think these turned out so cute. All right, so here's my spider. This spider and this spider. And then I think I have another one like that somewhere. Let me slide these up a little bit so I can show y'all. I got this spider and this spider. And I have these little bows to put on their little heads there. Aren't they cute? I think they're cute. They're kind of silly, but they're still cute. So those, like in the ghosts and the pumpkins and the little Halloween journal, I just thought they'd be really cute. So, and again, some of these are done on like a mixed media or a watercolor paper, so they're a little thicker. And some of them are just done on copy paper, which worked fine. I mean, for this kind of thing, it's fine. You can't blend your colors as well on the copy paper as you can on watercolor paper, but you can still blend a little bit. I'm trying to get all these picked up. I don't want to lose any on the floor because the cat will destroy them. And I spent a lot of time on these. And I will say the cutting of some of this small stuff, cutting it out of the thicker paper is not all that easy on your hands. Let me just say, it was kind of rough doing that on your hands. So just saying, I might, unless it's just something really special, I might just continue to do these on the copy paper. We'll see. And it kind of depends. If I'm trying to get a technique where I'm blending colors, like with these snails, like I did it on copy paper, the snail might have turned out better on watercolor paper. I haven't, oh, have I done some? I did, but they're not that great. I'll show them to you. I hadn't cut them out yet. All right, so here we go. Throw that all back in there. Throw this back in here. And then I found people making crazy birds. I don't know if this is recent or if it's older, but I thought little crazy bird turned out kind of cute. I changed him up a little bit and did some of my own thing. And some of it I did was good. Some of it was not too good. But this is my first bird. So I'll probably play around with him a little bit more. Figure out how I want him to look. But I still thought it's kind of cute. I'll use it on something. And then in my in my mushrooms, I decided the mushroom that I liked, now I might have to go back and look again because I might be wrong, that I liked the best was this one right here. I like the colors, I like the look of that particular mushroom. All right, cats are crying. I'm going to see if they'll come in and behave. Are y'all going to behave? Going to be good kitties if you come inside. You'll be good. You'll be good and not bother Mama's work, okay? All right, so I painted some of these mushrooms. I'm not finished with them. I have to go in and do, you know, the little Ivy. Seriously? Ivy, you need to go get in your box. You need to go get in your box, okay, girl? You're so pretty. And there's Sophie. Sophie's going to go get in a box. Ivy, go get in a box with Sophie. Go on, go get in a box. Nope. Cannot have this. This is Mommy's. Y'all go get in a box. Get in the box. Sophie, get in the box. Go on, get in the box. Ivy, you need to go get in the box too. So I might have to cut this video short and try some more. You can't have my mushroom. This is the only mushroom I made like this. Okay? And so I have to have it. Sophie, you're on my work. Okay. No. No, ma'am. I hide it from her. All right. Go get in the box. Go on. Sophie, get down. So, back to what I was getting ready to say. Here's the mushrooms. So I've made a bunch of the mushrooms with those colors, or similar. I couldn't mix up the exact colors. And I probably spent too much time playing with it. It would have been probably pretty if I left it on. Plus, this is on thin paper. This is on watercolor paper. So, you know, sometimes this stuff just does differently. Here's a few more, and I added, you know, I was playing around, did some other stuff too. And here's a few more. I kind of started out with these. I mean, they're not what I wanted, but I will probably still use them for something. And then here's some other ones that I had just done on some paper, and I liked the colors, and so anyway, those are those. But these are the ones that I'm wanting to use on my trading cards. So I still have to go in and add little doodle type stuff to accent the mushroom and make it look better. And it's amazing how much that kind of helps your mushrooms look good. But then the next thing was what color do I want to put them on? Now, granted, the colors are a little off. They're not quite the same, but they're in the same realm of color. And so then I was looking, I'm like, well, it looks pretty on this pinky yellow. So that was why I kind of went with these colors. So yeah, it looks pretty on there. It does. But then I realized that really it looks best on this blue-green combination because it makes it pop more, I think. So what I'm working on tonight is getting me a couple background pages using these colors. And I want to do it so that every card I cut out will have all the colors. So I'm going to play with that, and that's what we're going to do tonight. And then when I finish that, we'll go and I might make another video showing how I finish it off. So what I'm using, let me move, okay, let me just slide those up. I don't know if they're still in the camera or not, but, so I have my mug of water that we pray doesn't get knocked over. And with the background paper, it really doesn't matter what kind of brushes you use. They can be anything. I think I'm going to use, so this is a Stampin' Up watercolor brush. I think I'm going to use it. This is just a variety pack of brushes that I got from Michael's. I was trying to say, I think it's an Artist Loft. So technically I only need 2 colors. But I don't know. I may end up using a couple other brushes, so I'm going to just set them over here. The colors that I was using to do this, and I'm going to put my colors on a paper plate tonight because I use these little things. I got them at the dollar store. I think they come 6 in a package. I need to go get some more. This will wash right off, but I just hadn't done it. So I had used cobalt blue. So I needed blue and yellow to make green, and lemon yellow. But then I also used some white to tone down my blue a little bit. So we're going to do that. And this came out of this. I've had this for years. I took a watercolor class many years ago, and I don't know where I bought these, but this is what I got. So, you know, it doesn't have that many colors in it, but it's not a bad pack. And then I also have this little palette of watercolors, and I don't remember who this is by, but I got this from another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I signed up for one of her art classes, and I got this from her. And I use them quite a bit, actually. I need to clean it up a little bit. All right, let me check my camera. Am I in there? Yep, I'm still in there. All right, so I'm going to start with my blue. I might use this little knife to mix my color, because I want to mix my blue and the white a little bit first. Get a little blue here. I'm probably going to end up doing 2 pages, whether or not I mess up, if that's why I'm using it, or because I just want to make 2 pages. Because I got to play with my design a little bit here to get it to do what I want it to do. No, Sophie. Go away. Go lay in the box, baby. You go lay in the box. All right, so what I want to do is I want to take a touch of this blue right here, just a touch, and mix it in with this white a little bit here. Get some water. These paints are a little bit old, and so they're kind of gummy when you first start using them. But once I add the water to them, they start doing better. So if you don't know, don't drink that water. Don't drink that water. I'm pretty sure these are non-toxic, but still don't want to drink it. Okay, go get in your box, baby. You gotta go get in your box. Sophie, go get in your box. Sophie, go get in your box, baby. Get in the box. Go on, go get in the box. Sophie. Or get off the table. Do you want me to squirt you? Hey, you want me to squirt you? Yeah, go. Now she gets off the table. Go, go on, go. My goodness. You think they would learn that, but they don't seem to learn. Okay, so let's see, mix this up a little bit here. And what I'm probably going to do is then come back and pull in some of that darker blue too in places. But for right now, it's still kind of gummy. Should have pulled it out into the plate a little bit more because it's in this edge and I can't get it. It's so gummy. I want a little bit more of that dark blue in here. There we go. Some more of that. All right. Ugh, this is really yuck. All right, let me set that there. All right. Oh, I only need one piece of the watercolor paper at a time. I went ahead and cut me 2 pieces. This came out of some old watercolor that was my father-in-law's, and I got it when he passed away. Somebody thought I would be the one to want to use it. It's kind of weird because back then I was not painting, but I guess they all knew I was kind of artistic or whatever, so they asked me if I wanted it, and so I took it, and I've had it. And then they were really, really big pieces, so I had to take them up to the office supply store where I could cut them down to manageable sizes. All right, so I'm going to squirt my paper some, and I may have to squirt it some more because I don't really know where I'm going with this, because I want to try to mix my colors roundabout in different areas across the page. I'll move this out of my way. Trying to figure out where to put things so the cats won't get into them. Oh my goodness. Learning how to craft with a cat. It's a challenge, let me just say. All right, so let's put some blue up here. And blue and yellow make green, right? And so I'm gonna put some blue here. And let's put a little bit of blue here. A little bit of blue here. So I'm just, so you can kind of see, I'm going to try to get this like going throughout the page so it's not just a line of blue and a line of green. Just trying to mix it up a little bit. All right, so that's got my blue going. Now I want to get, this little piece right here is actually kind of cool. I got these at the Dollar Tree. There's 50 sheets. It's this tear-off palette. And it actually is kind of cool because you can wipe it off when you're done with it and use it over again. So it's kind of cool. All right, so I need some yellow. So I'm just using this. This is what color yellow? It's just lemon yellow, and I'm using a straight lemon yellow. I didn't like water it down. I mean, or try to use white to tone it down or anything. I'm using it just like it comes. So I'm gonna need to get my brush wet because I know this is gonna be gunky. It's kind of gunky. So I'm gonna get my brush wet to work out the gunk. Let's see. And again, it's because they're old. They're old watercolors, so they're a bit gunky. Ugh, yuck. Again, I should have gotten it further down onto the plate. For some reason, I'm wanting to go to the edge of my plate. Don't know why I'm doing that, but I am. All right, so we're just going to try to do some yellow mixed with the green. Mixed with the blue, and then have some yellow just off by itself too, because I want both. I want blend, and I want some green, and I want yellow. So I have to work it around so that I get both green and yellow. I may have to add some more water to my page. to get it to blend. Okay, so I'm getting some nice green going over here. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to squirt my page a little bit where I've painted so far. Y'all, and I'm just experimenting. This is first time I've done this, so done this kind of a project. So I'm learning as I go. We'll see how it turns out. I'll get some in those big spaces. Yeah, there we go. About down there, that corner. Okay, that did a little bit. I may have to come back in with some more blue. A little bit. Let's get some more yellow down here. Some yellow in here. Make sure it's mixing in with my blue a little bit. So that right there is kind of dry. I'm down at the bottom of my page. I hope it's in the video. Let me stand up and look. That's one thing about not doing live videos. I can't watch myself in the film, in the video, to make sure I'm, you know, in my camera. I don't know. There might be sophisticated ways to do that, but I'm still trying to figure all this out. Okay. I might put another blob of blue right there. In there too. So let me get my blue out again. My blue brush. Get my blue brush and let's add some blue right there. Let's put some more blue right in here. Right here. That's some really nice bright yellow right there. Let's see if I can, and there's a little bit, there's places where the yellow is nice and got a nice bright look to it. Let me see if I can get a little bit more in here. Let me get a little bit more green there. So, okay. So some areas have more vibrant colors than others. But, so it'll just be interesting to see how it dries. I think I'm probably gonna do another one of these because one would probably be enough, but I usually end up making more cards than I'm sending out because I'll give them to family and stuff. So I probably will need a second page of this. I think one will get me the 9 cards that I have to have. But, whoops, did that with the wrong brush, Kim. Be interesting. Ooh, look at that color. So let's pull that over here. Actually get some of that dark green in there. It's kind of cool. See, accidents. Happy accidents. So yeah, I'm just playing. Nothing special. Just trying to come up with background page to put my mushrooms on for my project. I'm going to want this to be on every card though, so I'm trying to make sure I get it. And then again, it might get covered up because a lot of times I'll spend a lot of time on my backgrounds, and then they get covered up so much they're not even noticeable in the end. They're not noticeable. All right, I'm gonna grab another brush. Let's see. I'll just get this little one right here. Where'd it go? This one. I'm gonna run this in that dark blue, just the blue without the green. And see if I can get that in here a little bit. Now it's starting to turn into that other color a little bit. And again, I'm just playing. Nothing special here, y'all. Nothing special. Just playing with the paint. Painting the colors. I do like these colors to look really pretty. This reminds me a little bit of that pretty peacock color in the Stampin' Up! Stamp pad. Which there it is right there in a stamp pad. I wouldn't even have to mix my inks. So. Let's put some nuts in there. Hello, Sophie. Don't drink that water, baby. I mean, I don't think it'll hurt you, but I'd rather you not drink it. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how this dries. I don't think, I'm trying to decide if I want to do if I do the second one, if I want to just leave it and not do all this extra embellished stuff. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I may end up really liking it when it's all done with, after it's dry. Okay, so I think I'm going to let that one sit and dry. And then we'll go to number 2. What y'all think? Ooh, I got some water running. Let's see what that's gonna do. Might as well use it. It's just running. Might as well do it. New element of the work there. Interesting. So some of those are like gonna be like a blurred mess. Or maybe not. You know, you just don't know. Okay. It's actually probably going to turn out really pretty in that section. But it's not wet enough for me to put it in the other areas. All right, I'm going to let it dry. Quit playing with it, Kim. I tend to want to just keep doing and doing and doing with stuff and not letting it go. Just let go. Sometimes you just need to let go. All right, here's my second piece of watercolor paper. Probably need some more paint because I've kind of mushed those all up into everything. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna set that one aside, get me out a new palette. This time I'll try something different. I think I'm gonna start with the dark blue and not water it down. Or no, I don't mean water. I'm not gonna use the white to tone it down. Just to see what happens. Just to see what happens. No white, just the yellow and the blue. Blue and yellow. I know there's watercolors come in all grades and stuff, and I imagine like the really good watercolor colors are probably nice and smooth, you know, or whatever. I mean, I wouldn't know because I never worked with any of the really nice ones. But if at some point I actually get good at this, I might invest in some good watercolors. But right now, I'm just using what I have. And, you know, at some point, like I said, I might venture out and try something new. That's a really, really pretty color. So I'm trying to do it just a little different this time. We'll see what I like. Yeah. Okay. It's good. It's good and wet, so it's bleeding around a good bit. All right, set that brush aside, and let's clean this brush and get it in my yellow over here. I'm gonna check my camera. All right, there it is. All right. So, and it just kind of, this is just fun to me, just to play. I need to wipe this brush. It's got too much green in it. I don't want the green yet. I just want the yellow. All right. Just to play. It's just fun to play with the colors, with the watercolors. I find the watercoloring really, when you're just playing with it for the most part, it's really very relaxing. I use this thing right here to get some of that glob off of my brush. It really is just globby. Get that back on the paper there. So globby. I probably should do this. Use my squirt bottle. Here we go. All right, here goes. Yellow, yellow, and yellow, 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 yellow. I feel the globbiness of it. So I'm trying just to stick to keeping my true yellow right now. Yeah, and then I started to say, then I'm going to spread the water around and let it start doing some blending. And it already kind of did that because my paper's curling a little bit, so it's starting to bleed some into the other spots. So Sophie's sitting over here on the windowsill. There's a window right here next to my new workspace, and it's dark outside, so I don't know what she's seeing out there, but she's looking out the window. Okay. All right, now I think what I'm going to do, a little bit more yellow up here. Let's go a little bit. Ugh, I don't want that glob. Don't want the glob. Let's see if I can get some more yellow up in here somewhere. I think I'm going to squirt my paper now and watch it just do the blending on its own. Let's see how that turns out. All right, here goes. Y'all ready? Let's just squirt my paper. It's gonna be really wet. It's gonna take forever to dry. It's gonna take forever to dry. And I could always smush it with a paper towel, which I did bring paper towels in here because I had used up my roll somewhere. I don't know what happened to it. Something that wouldn't be a bad idea is to use like little rubber gloves when you're doing this, so you're not handling your paper with your fingers and potentially messing it up. But so I'm trying to tilt my pages a little bit, tilt it a little bit. Okay, there we go. Tilt different directions. All right, Sophie, you gotta go lay down, baby. Go get in your bed. There you go. Get on the box. Get in the box, baby girl. And technically, it doesn't hurt to have some white space in there either. Just let this be a watercolor mess. Interesting. Okay. So I'm going to leave that like that. I think what I'll probably do is, after it dries, I might go in and add some dark colors, some darker blue. Whoops, I'm dripping all over the place. So much water. Let's set it down, get it off my desk. Ivy, Sophie, don't get on my paper, please. Get out, get down. All right, let's try to get that out. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Let's do After I said it's okay to have white space, I decided to do this. All right. So there we go. We've got some blue, we've got some green, we've got some yellow. Although it seems like it's mostly green. But that's okay. So I'm going to try to set this one somewhere where it can dry too. And I'll still use, I can probably still use that paint. Let me put these brushes in the water container here. Now, I will not leave them there like long. I'll go wash them out when I'm finished with the video. But for now, they'll be okay in there for just a little bit. I'm going to move this. I'm going to leave it on this piece of paper because it's so wet. And putting it where I don't think, I don't think the cat will get into it up here. But, you know, who knows? The other one's coming along. It's drying. But it's not dry yet. So let me wipe this down. And what I'm going to work on right now is my mushrooms. All right, so let's pull my little mushrooms over. These right here. And these, and these. And I've got some, if I can find all my markers. I bet they're out in the hallway. I was doing this the other night sitting on the sofa in the den. Let's see if this pen works. Doing this in the den, and I think I left my markers out there in the hallway in a little basket, but that's okay. All right, so it's kind of distracting. That piece of paper. And we'll pull this in. Stampin' Up graph paper here. Set that here. And then really all we need to do is you can do, this one's the ultra fine tip pen. But you can use the ultra, or you can use the fine, or you can just use a regular one for that matter, of the Sharpies. There are other pens that can be used, but right now this is all I've been experiencing with. Although I did try this Pilot. Cannot remember why I ended up getting the Sharpies though. Not really sure. So I'm trying this. This one actually works pretty good as well. So this gel, the Pilot G2 Sophie. Knocked my papers down. I might have to roll over them if I'm not careful. I managed to get them up without rolling over them. There we go. So you could, you know, if you don't have the Sharpie, you can try one of these gel writers. Now where did I put my Sharpie? Ah, there it is. And sometimes, especially if you mess up here like I did, just go over it a second time and it'll look like it's messed up on purpose. See, just with me, I just don't see well, and so stuff doesn't always turn out the way it's supposed to because my vision is so poor. Long story. All right, so there's one, and I'll go ahead and do this one. What'd you find to play with there? I was playing with my pink, trying to come up with a pink last night, and so she's playing with that paper. Okay, and I think I'll do it again. I said I'll just do such a not so grand job, but then they still end up looking kind of cute. So it's kind of cool that it works out that way. Okay, so there's those three. I need to find my white pen. Let's see if I have another one in here. I don't have to leave the room. Do I have a white pen? And you know, you could use other colors, which I have used. I must not have any more in this. Let me try one more place. I try to keep them in a variety of places, so because I have these little boxes that I just like to pick up and carry with me to go somewhere, and yes, and I do. And also, I have an assortment of Sharpies in different colors here, like back to school, like they were buy one get one free at Publix. And my daughter wanted a pack, so I got her she teaches school, so I got her a pack, but then I went and got myself a pack, since they were buy one get one free. And yeah. Now on this one I did little circles right here, but I think I'm just gonna stick with the lines on these. So you kind of do this just the lines like this, because that's what you're actually going to see when you look at a mushroom underneath, kind of like little lines, little hair fiber kind of things that are going out underneath on the underside of the mushrooms. So that's kind of what I'm aiming at, that look right there, for that look right there. And I used little dots and dashes and stars on here. Another thing you can do is little X's. So I think I will do some little X's right here. Okay, and I'm going to just do a few X's down here to kind of tie the top and the bottom together. And then on that darker color, I'm going to try to use my white gel pen. Hopefully it's working. These are Jelly Roll. I've heard good things about them. I've heard not so good things about them. I do notice, like right now, see, it's not wanting to work on the watercolor. I'm starting to think a paint pen of some sort might work better, because sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. Try here. Maybe it was just that particular one was running out of ink or something. I don't know. And we'll do a couple little circles here. So it's already, I think it gets the watercolor on it, and it doesn't work as well because the watercolor is actually getting on the pen. I think I need to use some more black. Come on, now I gotta get my black coming again. Okay, I'm gonna just stop with that one there. Black's probably not going to show up real good on that. I'm going to do this. Okay. All right. So, okay, anyway, so I live in upstate South Carolina. Yeah, we had some pretty bad storm damage around here. A lot of people lost power. Trees fell on houses. We did have a couple people get killed with trees falling on their homes. It's kind of sad. My daughter lives in Spartanburg, so she's up the road about an hour from me, and she still doesn't have power in her house. She's living in a hotel right now. The power company tried to turn the power back on, and the live wire was still sitting out in her driveway, and it caught her fence on fire. Thankfully, it didn't burn her house down. It just got the fence. But there's it's hard on her. She teaches school, and this hotel they've got her in is not that close to her school, so she's pretty far away, and she has to take her dog somewhere because the hotel people were like, well, your dog can't bark, while you're gone. If the dog barks, you'll have to go. So now she's taking the dog and having to either board it or get friends to keep it or whatever. I had told her I'd come up there and get it for a few days if she needed me, but I'm not home very much because I'm over at my mom and dad's so much that it really wouldn't be good for her to be here all day. She's a large dog, and I've got my little small dog and my cats, and it wouldn't be good for her to be here long periods of during the day without me here with her. But I'll do this little scribble, 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 scribble. So anyway, it's been rough for her. I feel really bad that they're having to deal with that. Hopefully it'll get resolved soon. So the thing that the deal with right now is the so when it pulled the meter out, it pulled the meter box out from the wall, and something broke, and they had to get it repaired. So that was the first delay. And then of course there was multiple trees on her house, and the trees were big, so the limbs also fell on the house, and the limbs did a lot of damage. So she's going to have to get a completely new roof. Which, I mean, not necessarily a bad thing to have a new roof, but still, this is her second new roof in that house. So I'm praying they don't drop her from the insurance. Although I've heard they're not supposed to when it's something like this, with it being the disaster and so many people. It's not like it was just her, not just them, and they're filing a claim because, So I'm hoping that they won't drop her insurance. And then when the adjuster was out there, he was like, wow, look how far the water came up. He was down there looking in her little basement section. It's not really a basement. She's got a crawl space, but the crawl space has a tiny bit of space that you can stand up in. And he's like, oh, look how high the water came up. You had a flood in here. Oh, by the way, that needs to be checked before you turn the power back on. So there's something to do with the HVAC. And he's telling her it's got to be checked before they can turn the power back on. And so there's another expense that she's going to have to deal with. I'll do this little oval, these long ovals up here. Something a little different. Just trying to come up with new doodle ideas, and sometimes I come up with something. Just going to do a scribble scrabble right there, and then maybe do a few of the ovals down here. So there's a few of my mushrooms. Let me cut one of them out. I bet I don't have my Stampin' Up! Snips in here either. Nope, they got left in that box out there. I'll just cut this one out. Let's see, one of these pieces might be about dry, of these background pages. see how it looks. All right, and you can leave a little bit of the white if you want to. I'm gonna try it. I'm not always real great at doing that, but I'm gonna try. And then if I don't like it, and mainly because my black outline ended up going outside the colored part, so that's kind of why I'm doing it, because I'm gonna have white space anyway where it did that. All right, here we go. Here we go. Come on. I just realized, so the one thing I guess I haven't brought in here, so I've been moving into my new craft room, which is another reason I didn't do a lot of crafting in the last few months, because it's just taking time to get moved in here, because I'm gone almost all day every day at my mom and dad's, trying to get their house and yard and everything in somewhat fresh looking order, because it had been neglected for so many years. The outside. Now the weather's going to get colder and I'll start doing stuff on the inside if Mom will let me. She doesn't like me throwing anything away. So there's that. Yeah, we tried to clean out her laundry room last fall. One of my daughters helped me do that, and man, she had a fit when we started saying stuff needed to be thrown away. So yeah. All right, let's see. It's still got some wet spots. I don't know if you can see that. It's still got some wet spots, but we can kind of get an idea of how it looks on there. I'm not sure I like the white, but I could take a sponge dauber and do some daubing around the edges, maybe just in like a light brown or something. Kind of hate to take off my mark, but I kind of want to. I'll have to try that using the sponge dauber. I think I will, and see if I like it any better. All right, and let's see. My brother came over today and took my dad to his doctor's appointment. I was so thankful that he was able to get away to come do that, because it's going to see the prostate doctor, the urologist, and I just like, ew. Okay, I had to deal with that a lot last year after Daddy had his surgery, because back in January, that's when my sister-in-law was sick, and so she was not doing well, and my brother couldn't come over very much during that time period, and so I was because Dad had surgery, prostate surgery, in early February, and so I was the one taking him to those appointments, and it's a little bit uncomfortable, but I mean, you do what you gotta do. So, and honestly, my dad probably doesn't remember that I took him the last times. He probably really has no clue. He's got some pretty bad dementia going on. It's hard to watch that. It's frustrating too, but you know, again, you just do what you gotta do. Some days I'm just like, I need to stop. I need to quit. Can I quit? Am I allowed to quit this job? Oh, I'm starting to see I might need to put some more blue in here, like this kind of blue. Where's my blue brush? This one I used for blue? I think so. My paper's still wet, and I'm already over here wanting to do stuff to it. Let's see. That was the blue that I had mixed with the white. I don't really want to do that, but I probably should. Probably should. Is that still going to be more blue-green? Where'd the white go? Yeah, I think that's going to look good there on that, though, because it really does make it pop by putting the contrasting background color instead of this color. I mean, they're both very pretty. They're both very pretty, but I like that contrast. I don't know. That's just me. Somebody else might have a different opinion, but these are my cards, so I do what I want to do, and you can do what you want to do too. That's the pleasure. What's that, artist prerogative or something like that? I don't know. All right, get that mixed in there. I'm trying to mix in get that lighter blue back a little bit here with my goopy colors. There, see, I can get that light color like that. I've already picked up some green somewhere and got more green. Now where it's still kind of wet. That's probably where I did that. Okay, and then let's do some of this. So this was the first background one I did. The second one was the one we got so sopping wet. I need to get some of that in here. Might need to pull in some yellow also because it got all kind of blended in so much right there that we don't actually see any of the yellow, or very little of it anyway. I'm sorry, I need to get a microphone, I think, because I'll start kind of talking to myself, and I know I talk too low when so it kind of sounds like I'm mumbling. Now, I apologize for that. I should definitely get a microphone. Get that figured out. Get that figured out. All right, where's that yellow? I wanted to use this one, I think was my yellow. I think. Yep. Let's try to get a little bit of yellow in here as well. Just make it some thick spots. Hey Brody, what you doing? Brody? Oh, there's some gunky yellow. That should work. Where else do I need yellow, y'all? All right. Got plenty of yellow there. need yellow. Still mostly just these middle section. Didn't have a lot of yellow. So how are y'all liking my background page here? Let me know in the comments, if you don't mind, what you think about any of this that I'm working on tonight. If there's something you'd like to see special. It may be something I've not tried before, but hey, I'm willing to try almost anything if I have the supplies to do it. But yeah. Just expanding my creativity here. That's kind of why I really like the junk journal world, because kind of forces me to bring in some new art mediums that I haven't really spent that much time on, and I think it is great for my creativity. Let's see if I do this. Oh, that's not gonna work. I was trying to hold it over the paper to see how it's looking. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. We'll see. Okay, well, we'll come back because I've probably been on here for a while. Definitely too long. So I hope you enjoyed painting with me tonight. I'll come back and try to get this finished and load up another video. I wish there was some way I could pause and come back, but apparently I don't have the right kind of camera phone to do that, from what I'm understanding. But you all have a good night. Again, Kim's Creation and Card Ministry. There is my contact information. You can do the text messaging, 864-752-5688. 864-752-5688. And if you decide to order anything from me on Stampin' Up, there's my host code. Today's the last day. I'm going to go in tomorrow sometime and update my host code. So if you don't already have a demonstrator and you'd like to order something, I'd appreciate you using me as your demonstrator. If you order less than $150 in product before taxes and shipping, please use my host code. Then I can use it to get some gifts to pass on to you all. Please give me a thumbs up. Pass the word. Send me a thumbs up. Send me other people to come watch my channel. It would really help me out a lot. Thank you so much, you guys, and have a great night. Bye-bye.